know what happens to a bike once it's been to a show, once the press have had a look round it. Where do they go? That's what we're going to talk about today. Down. You can't stop me now. Just remember, I'm not here to sell bikes. What I'm here for is for consumers, for people who are looking to buy bikes, just people like myself who buy motorbikes, who wants a bargain, because I do, and I want to see where I can find a bargain. If I can get a brand new bike with a few £100 off, sold. If I can get a brand new bike with £1,000 off, take my money right now. A piece of paper that says you're the second owner, that doesn't bother me if I'm getting £1,000 off a motorbike. So let's give you an example. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, we can see a Scram. Look at the price on that. Now these retail, I think, brand new. They're about £5,000 there or thereabouts. In fact, have we got? There's a new one. Yeah, so pretty much £5,000. But this one, with just over 800 miles, you're saving £1,200 total. That's a monster saving, that, for what is essentially still a brand spanking new bike that's absolutely spotless. Now, this bike has been to a couple of different shows locally and around the country, so that's where the miles have gone on for this bike. So it may be that the press have had it, it may be that another YouTuber has had their hands on it and they've done a test ride, walk round, the kind of stuff that I do. It may be that it's been sat on a podium somewhere at a bike show, but ultimately when they finished doing all of the press walk rounds and they finished doing the shows, this is where your bike can end up, in a shop just like Into Moto. And Into Moto is selling them for, well, that is just an absolute bargain price, isn't it? Why buy a brand spanking new one when you can get a bargain like that? That's certainly where my money would go. Just look how nice and clean this is. It's absolutely spotless. It's lovely, and it is in one of my favourite colour schemes, that as well. That grey, black and yellow, just, or would you say silver or grey? I don't know, but it just looks really nice. And it is essentially brand new. In fact, what reg is on it? Yes, so it's showing on a 22 plate. Exhaust is nice and clean. Spokes, wheels, nice and clean. You know, you're getting a showroom condition bike. I don't even think I've seen a used price being so low currently. Sold. So you can see there's quite a few bikes in here, and there's quite a few bikes with sold signs on, and that is because the saving that you're currently getting on these bikes, especially the pre-registered ones, I don't think I've seen them cheaper anywhere else. Sold. They are always picking up and delivering more bikes. They've just took, I think, another 3 or 4 inside. I've been speaking inside to the manager, Cole, and I've been speaking to a couple of the sales guys as well. These bikes, the X-Demos, the X-Press bikes, the X-Show bikes, they are coming in fast at the minute because the show season has finished. So these bikes are going to be hitting the showrooms. Now, I think Into Moto are getting around 15 of them. So these sell and stock Benellis, they sell Royal Enfields, others as well, you'll see on the website. But ultimately, there are a lot of different bikes that have been to shows and out to the press. and they're going to be coming here. Now, there's going to be massive savings on them. I've just shown you the Scram inside with a saving of £1,200 off a brand new bike, and the bikes that I'm told are coming, that have come from the bike shows, have got all the extra kit on them as well. As you can imagine, at the bike shows, they like to show them with all the extra kit on. So I believe there's luggage racks coming on some of them. Some of them have got crash bars. Some they've got different exhausts. You know, there's a variety of different extras coming on these bikes, but they are still cheaper than a brand new bike. So there's bargains to be had, and who doesn't love a bargain? I certainly do. If I can save £1,000 on what is already a very cheap bike to start with, that's a no-brainer for me. I think there's a couple of Continentals, there's some Interceptors, there's quite a few Meteors coming in. If I'm not mistaken, there's even some Benellis. I think the Leoncino 125 I think was mentioned, but there's quite a lot. The list seems to be growing every day because they're arriving from the shows and from the press. They're going into the MotoGP warehouse, and that's where Into Moto are picking them up from and bringing them here, so you can save some money and get one. So get yourselves down here. And again, I've got to stress, I don't work for these guys. I don't get paid by these guys, albeit I keep telling them they should. No, I'm joking. I don't want to be paid by them because I want to take a bike out. I want to do an independent review. If it's rubbish, I want to tell you it's rubbish, and I don't feel I could do that if I was being paid by the people who were sending me out. So I'm not paid by these. What I want to do is to help you lot, my subscribers in particular. So if you've not hit that button, do it. But I want to help you lot to save some money, and this place is going to save money in particular on the Royal Enfield Express bikes, X-Show bikes. So have a look on their website. If you don't see what you want, phone them up, because said that list keeps growing of these bikes, and my understanding is as well is that these bikes are going to be knocked out very, very quickly. And by that I mean, if you were to buy a brand new bike from any bike showroom at the minute, you could be waiting weeks or several months before you get your bike because they're going to be shipped over. These X-Show bikes or press bikes, they're going to be here as rolling, put together, registered bikes. So essentially they could get them the same day, if not the same day, within a day or two of you coming in and buying one. So you're going to get your bike very, very quickly as well, and it will be the latest model, the newest model. It's just going to be pre-registered because it's been used for shows or for one of your favourite YouTubers riding. Might even be one or two that I've been on. Bikes that are coming here may well have featured in a magazine, or it may well have had TMF, Lamb Chop, Teapot One. I could name hundreds of really big popular ones. Well, maybe not hundreds, maybe 10. But anyway, I could name a lot. And the likelihood is that one of these bikes will be one of the bikes that they've taken out themselves and reviewed. And you might be lucky enough to have one of those have taken out. And to make it better, you're going to save money. So again, I'm not going to give you the sales speech. I'll leave that for the sales team in there. I'm just doing it to save you money. So that's going to do me for today. I hope you've learned something. I hope that one of my subscribers, or a few of you who are looking for a new bike, can get one of these bikes, because you're going to save a fortune, and that's what I want. I want to save you money. There's loads. I mean, there's even scooters. I think there's some Royal Alloy scooters that have come from shows as well, and these things might have anything from 2 to 1,000 miles maybe, but I would say the majority of them are going to be quite low mileage. I think there's a Royal Alloy that they're picking up that's got 40, 50 miles on, something like that. It's a brand new bike, saving. But if you're interested in a new bike, give them a call. If it's one of the brands that these guys stock, they'll tell you if there's one available. And like the Scram inside, if you can save £1,200 on a bike that is already cheap to start with, no brainer. Right, that's gonna do me. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Laters.
I'm driving down an empty freeway, no waiting for the light to change. I'm seeing the sunrise behind me.